the process went so fast. I myself was like, is this real? Like, these are things people need to know about.
Yes,
because it's like,
if you have been wondering how to transition your student visa to permanent residence through employment in the United States, this is the video for you. Please stay tuned and keep on watching. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dede, the mom, the boss. How are you all doing? I hope you are doing great. So as I said earlier, this video is good to spill all the tea about transitioning your visas from being a student in the United States to becoming a permanent resident by status of employment. And in this video, I'm going to be introducing to you guys a very special guest who is going to spill the tea. She has transitioned her visa. She was a student. She came to the United States as a student, and now she is a permanent resident here in the United States. It's none other than my best friend, Karen, and I'm sure you guys are going to love her because she's filled with information. And if you really want to know, please take a seat, get your tea, get a pen and a paper, and get on this video, okay? Okay, guys, I present to you my best friend, Karen, and she's here with me today. I know she has never been on my channel. Today you get to see her. So in 2 years, Karen has transitioned from being a student in the United States to becoming a permanent resident. So, Karen, welcome to my channel.
Thank you.
So we don't waste everybody's time, I want to ask you, how did you even start? Like, how did you even know that you can transition your visa from being a student? Because you came here, what year was that?
2018.
2018, right?
Yes.
And you transitioned your visa from being a student because you came as a student.
Yep.
And now you are a permanent resident here in the United States. You are a nurse, like a registered, like you've just achieved so much in 2 years. And I've been like, I really want you to tell people about how this happened. So how did this happen? Like, how did you start? How did the process even start?
Well, first, I want to thank you, Dede, the mom, the boss, for inviting me to talk on your channel.
All right. All right.
Okay, so first and foremost, to have a company to fight for you, you have to be a registered nurse here in the United States. Whether or not you were a nurse back home or whether or not you study here, they don't care to know where you studied. All they need to know is that you're a registered nurse here in the United States.
Okay, so if you just study, if you are just a nurse who has finished nursing school, but you have not taken the NCLEX, they cannot file for you.
You must be a nurse and you must be a BSN or about to have your BSN. Like if you're a few months to graduating from your BSN program, they're gonna file for you because they know before it even gets processed, you have your BSN.
And would they help you? Can those companies help you to pay for the NCLEX exam sometimes? Will they do that?
No. Okay. But I do think if they're filing for you, if you're back home, because I know some companies do file for nurses back home. Okay. Then they get an employment visa. Okay. So if they do file for you back home, bringing you to the United States, I think then they can pay for your NCLEX, but I really don't know because I didn't go through that process. Okay. But it could be possible. I'm just saying, personally, I don't know about that. Okay,
all right. So in your experience, you have to have a BS, not just a BSN, but you must be registered. You must have taken that NCLEX exam.
You must have taken your registered nurse exam here in the United States.
So in your case, you had already taken the exam and passed?
In my case, I had already taken it and passed. Okay. And I had a multi-state. That's very important also, because if you don't have a multi-state, then you might be looking at a company only in your state.
Oh, okay. So you really want to take it like compact state?
Yes, you want to take a compact state because then you can get employment from anywhere. Okay. Like I got employment from New Mexico, but I've never gone to my office. I've never seen my boss. Whoa. Yes, but I have a green card.
Whoosh! Baby, show them. Okay, go ahead. Tell us more. So after you get your NCLEX and all that, and where do you find the company?
Personally, I would say Google works. Just Google it. Look for companies that file for nurses. There's so many options, and you can also talk with friends. You know, you can also watch YouTube videos. I bet you there's so many videos on YouTube
like
this one that you can get so many information from. But I would say talk with friends too. People have information. They don't just know who to give it to.
Right.
Yeah. Like if you didn't call me up here to talk, I won't know there's an audience, you know, wanting to hear what I have to say. I'll just keep everything to myself unless someone asks me. But I mean, it's something that people really need to know about.
Okay.
And so so personally, what I did was after I had my RN, I'm already a BSN from back home, so made it easier for me. I didn't have to go to school for a year to get a BSN or anything. I just went online and Googled it. I did see so many companies, but they were wanting me to have a work permit. I didn't have a work permit.
You were just a student.
I was a student, so
you did not have a work permit. I don't know how they expect you to have a work permit when they see that you're a student. Anyway, that's their policy. That's their policy.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, okay, so they assume that if you're a nurse and you're about to graduate, you should have an OPT. An OPT is just like a practical employment that they give you after school. It's just like what we do. Like you say, the Nigerians have their NYSC, so they like give you a 1 year employment card for you to be able to get employment. That way, you're able to specialize in what you're doing. Like maybe you study nursing, they want you to just go ahead and do maybe a 1 year work somewhere just to gain the experience.
Okay, so like a voluntary. They want you to,
even though they pay you if you do it though, but most companies want that. At least that way you're legal to work in the United States. Without that, you're not legal to work.
And you did not have it.
I did not have that.
There are so many people out here who still don't have it. So and I think what she's giving us is really powerful because, again, information is what?
Power.
Information is power. So some people don't even know that without that OPT, you can actually become a permanent resident, and a company can even file for you. So what happens after that?
So since I couldn't get a company to file for me without having an OPT, I had to go for a company that was willing to wait for me to get a work permit. And so I spoke with a few friends, and then this friend of mine actually gave me this company. It's called WestWays. I'm sure you're gonna drop that down.
Yes, I'll drop it in the description box below.
Yep. WestWays. She told me to go apply online. I just went, sat down, applied online. The next day I was called on phone, and I don't know.
The very next day after you applied?
Yep. The very next day I was called on phone.
Why you've been struggling for months to look for a company to file for you?
Yep.
That is crazy.
So this guy said, so it was actually the CEO who called me, and then I don't know if it was actually.
Is it a small company? Wow, that's really amazing.
It's not. I don't know whether it was an interview or something. I just know we spoke on the phone. He didn't ask me any questions, like, how they'll ask you interview questions like, what can you tell us about yourself?
Wow.
What are your strengths and all those stuff? Nothing. He just was just like, okay, we saw your application. Are you married? Do you want us to file for your husband? They do file for husbands. They do file for your kids. Like my friend, she actually fight for her and her 2 kids. They both got their green cards.
What?
Yep.
This is a lie.
He was like, okay, I'm gonna give your information to the lawyer that is gonna be handling your case, and then they're gonna contact you. And then I told him, I said, can I ask you a question? He was like, go ahead. I said, am I hired? Yeah, I was like, because they didn't tell me anything, and they didn't ask for anything. They didn't ask for any medical, like some companies will ask you to go do medicals and all those stuff.
Wow.
Nothing. So I was like, am I hired? He said, I won't be giving your number to a lawyer if you weren't hired. I was like, okay. So he said, yeah, the lawyers are gonna. I know. He said the lawyers are gonna get in touch with you, and they're gonna tell you what they need, and just get them everything they need. He didn't even. The only thing he mentioned to me was, but you have to sign a contract to work with us for 2 years. But I was like, it's okay.
What is 2 years?
2 years
to have a green card.
Come and pass. So I mean, yeah, I know. So I was like, I'm down. So immediately he dropped. I think that call was around 12 in the afternoon. By 5 p.m., a lawyer got to me same day.
Jesus.
And then the lawyer was like, oh, I got your number from blah blah blah, so I will need the following documents from you. You need your I-20, you need your passport, you need your visa, you need attestation from school, or maybe a certificate if you have one. I didn't have the certificate yet because by the time I was leaving Cameroon, it was not yet available. So I had my attestation. So he told me, go ahead and send me all of that. I was like, and then when he sent me, he actually sent me a mail, and then I went to my husband. I'm like, I don't think this is real. This looks fake.
Because it was too fast.
It was too fast. I'm like, I just applied yesterday, and
look at God.
They're calling me tomorrow. They're like the next day, and the same day the lawyer is really getting to me. I told him, I said, this is fake. I said, I don't believe. He's like, well, don't just think that way. Just give them a try. So I went ahead and sent the documents. Good thing I had all my documents scanned in my phone. So I was just same day, 5 o'clock. I sent everything to the lawyer, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna work on it and get back to you. And in less than a month, they sent me.
Look at it, it's like goosebumps.
I know, it's like magic. They sent me all the forms. The form I-485. Is it 485? Yeah. Change of status stuff.
Yes.
The I-130 or is I-131. There's so many forms. And then the funny thing is, I didn't have to fill anything. The only thing I had to do was sign it. So the only thing he did was just send it to me and say, hey, go through it and make sure we have the right information. Anyway, I was like, okay, yeah, there were some parts that, actually they didn't know about, the like work experience and all those stuff from back home that they needed me to fill. Those are the only things I actually filled on the form. And then other than that, I just had to sign, and then send to them. And the process went so fast. I myself was like, is this real? Like, these are things people need to know about.
Yes.
Because it's like,
we just give up. Like I've seen
each time I talk to people about it, they're like, everyone just wants the name of the company because they're so easy.
It's easy.
The company is so easy to work with. Because imagine I got my work permit, because immediately they filed, they send me the receipt numbers that, we've received, the immigration and the USCIS send me, we've received your blah blah blah, all the forms. They send me the receipt numbers. I had all the receipt numbers. So then when you have all the receipt numbers, you can start tracking them.
Right.
Okay, what's happening now? What's next? What's that? I didn't do anything. I didn't pay a dime. I didn't do anything. The only thing I needed to do was be present. Go do your fingerprint. You just go there, present yourself, do your stuff. Before you knew it, my work permit was already with me. Yeah.
And now you were able to work for them.
Yes, in less than 3 months, I had my work permit. I'm like, okay. And then you wouldn't even imagine I had a work permit, because this actually is a traveling agency. Sorry, I forgot to tell you guys that. So by traveling, I mean they send you to different hospitals everywhere in the United States, California, New Mexico, everywhere, name a few. I actually didn't know it was a traveling agency, trust me. Maybe if I did, I wouldn't have applied, because I'm really not a traveler, but I'm happy I didn't know, because that would have prevented me from applying, because I love it. They work with you. Ever since I had a work permit, I told them, you know what, I don't want to go elsewhere. I just want to stay in Oklahoma, since I'm based in Oklahoma. And they're like, okay, we're going to try to get you somewhere in Oklahoma. But it was hard, because I really don't think they've been having hospitals in Oklahoma, sending nurses to Oklahoma. So I was actually the first person for them to have. Yeah, so they
from that agency.
They fought and finally got me a place. Yeah, after about 4 months. So imagine a company fighting for you to even get a job, and then you finally got the work permit, and you say, no, I don't want to work for you guys now. I'm not ready.
You even had the decision. You still you still had an option.
And then they're like, okay, it's okay. They're like, you know how mothers pamper babies? That's how they are. They're like, it's okay. And then even when I had the work permit and they got this company for me, the company said, we needed the ACLS. It's kind of like an advanced course for the BLS. So they say, hey, we needed that. I'm like, I don't have it. I'm not working. I don't have money. He said, it's okay. We'll sponsor it. Just get a class and get enrolled and just send us the bill. And that's what I did. I just enrolled, send them the bill, and they paid.
Wow.
And I just went, did the class, and then just send them. It was so easy. Like, everything happened so fast. I'm like, is this all real? And the lawyers are so easy to talk with. Like, you can you can text it. If you look at my mail, I've sent these clients, like I mail them like, how is the case going? Like, it's so easy. They're so friendly.
And today you have a green card.
Oh my God, 10 years.
Whoosh! Hey! She has it's not just a green card for 2 years or 5 years, a 10 years green card.
Yeah,
I mean, she has to keep that green card for 10 years, and then the next step is becoming a citizen.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the sky is just her starting point. It's not even the limit. So,
and then the thing is, they even tell you 2 years. You don't even have to work for 2 years, because the 2 year is just an estimation, because you actually have a number of hours, you know. And so if you go to this job and you really like it, and they have so many, you know, extra shifts, you can pick up extra shift. You want to get, you know, over and done with the contract.
Maybe in a year and a half you'll be done with that contract.
In a year and a half you can be done with the contract. Just grab your hours, as much hours as you can get in. Before you know it, you're out of the country. Wow. You have your green card. You can go anywhere. The sky is your limit, you know.
Right.
It's just 2 years. So many people are like, oh, but I have to be stuck with that company for 2 years.
What is 2 years?
It's just 2 years. It comes and it goes.
When you have a green card, the thing is, some people probably don't understand what a green card is. With a green card, you can do anything. You're almost as legal, or you're almost as free and open to doing anything in the United States like a citizen.
Oh, yeah.
So with the green card, that's why we are so excited about the green card, because I mean, literally, she's a green card holder. She's a permanent resident now in the United States. She's free to like do everything that a citizen is able to do in this country. So what else do you want? Like, what else?
And all of this took, I'd say, it took more than a year, but it shouldn't have, because usually it takes between 8 to 12 months, and the lawyers tell you the same thing. The only reason mine took longer was because of the COVID. Yes. COVID came in and, you know, started acting up, and places were shut down, and, you know, it just made the process longer. But I mean, better late than never. Better late than never.
I mean, to be in this country for 2 years and she came in 2018 and she is now a green card holder, guys. But the process did not start in January of 2018 anyway. Yeah. It's only after she got her BSN.
Oh, so, yeah.
Like, how? If you are going through this process, please check. I don't know. This is not an advert. We're not here. We're not being paid by WestWays to do this. We are just rooting for that company. It's a great company. My best friend here has gone through their whole program, and she loves it. And guys, if you are having a hard time,
and they pay good too,
check them out. And their pay is good for nurses.
Yeah,
like for nursing standard, their pay is a lot better than so many other companies.
I was even thinking maybe because they are filing for me, they're gonna cut down, you know, bring it down. Nope. They pay really good. I think maybe the only benefit they have is that they have me, you know, with them for 2 years. I'm sure they have a nurse for 2 years.
Right.
But pay wise, it's good. Yeah. It's really good.
Okay, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed Karine being here with us. She has said some things here that even like in my wildest dreams I wouldn't know that this could happen in the United States. But guys, there are companies out there that can change your lives. If you are having a hard time, just check out these companies, especially the one she used, and I'm gonna link it down below. Just check them out, and if you have any more questions, drop them down in the comment section. I or Karine will be answering your questions from time to time. And please, if you want more videos like this, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Like this video, give it a thumbs up so that, you know, many more people can see it, and also share it with your friends. Again, knowledge is power. So guys, share with your friends, because everybody needs to hear this piece of information. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, and I will see you guys in our next video.
Thank you.